Okay, forget what you think you know about history class. This isn't some dusty story about kings and battles. No, this is a financial horror story. It's about a system that was designed to enslave people without using a single chain.
And that question is really the whole mystery here. I mean, on the surface, it makes absolutely zero sense. You've got the colossal British Empire going up against a pretty small Zulu resistance, and all of it over a simple tax? But the way the empire reacted, well, it was anything but simple.
To put this rebellion down, the British Empire spent £1 million. Now, back in the early 1900s, that was an absolutely insane amount of money. To give you some perspective, in today's money, you're talking well over £100 million. It was a massive, massive military expense.
And this is where the math just completely falls apart. The cost to crush the rebellion was 100 times more than the tax itself could have ever possibly collected. So you have to realize, this was never, ever about collecting a tax. It was about something they saw as far more valuable and, honestly, far more sinister.
So, how did this trap actually work? Let's break down the mechanics, because the genius of this system, and I use that word carefully, was in its brutal simplicity. It was a perfectly engineered machine built for one thing: control.
The weapon they chose was something called the poll tax. On paper, it's a simple little piece of legislation. Every single adult man had to pay £1 a year, basically just for the privilege of being alive. But, and this is the whole point, there was a catch, a crucial one. It had to be paid in cash, British currency specifically.
And that little detail, that reveals the entire motive. You see, in a traditional subsistence economy like the Zulu had, wealth isn't cash in a bank. It's cattle, it's crops. And the British knew that. They weren't really after the land, they'd pretty much already controlled that. They wanted a totally different resource, the people themselves. They wanted to create a system of debt.
And the cycle they set up was just brutally effective. So, step 1, demand a tax in a currency the population doesn't have. Step 2, almost overnight, the entire male population is now technically a criminal, in debt to the state. And then step 3, you offer them the solution. You can work off your debt in the empire's mines and on its farms. See what happened? It's forced labor, just laundered through a legal system.
But here's the thing about systems of control. They always produce figures of resistance. And in this story, that figure was a local chief who saw right through the entire scheme.
His name was Chief Bambatha of the Zondi clan. And he wasn't just a warrior, he understood economics. He looked at this poll tax, and he didn't just see a bill he had to pay. He saw the logistics of the trap. He saw the architecture underneath it, designed to funnel his people directly into servitude.
For Bambatha, this was the terrifying truth. Handing over that £1, that wasn't just a one-time payment. No, it was like agreeing to the terms and conditions of a whole